You're listening to
Tipsy Book Reads.
I'm Rebecca.
I'm Jess.
And I'm Diana Elliot Graham.
And
We're
tipsy.
Too many books on my TBR. Yeah. This podcast is like a book club for the antisocial. We make a drink inspired by the book we read and talk crap about life and fictional characters. We really hope you listen and drink along.
Side effects of listening to this podcast may include reading vivaciously, extreme bouts of laughter, tipsiness from craft cocktails, talking shit about life and fictional characters. Listen at your own risk.
Just a warning, this podcast is explicit. We are all over 21 and there are spoilers. We warned ya. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Pterodactyl scream. I am going to just start with my first question, which is...
Oh, we're diving right in.
Yes, we're diving right in because my first question is, how fucking dare you?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm not, though. It's I don't have a follow-up to that. I mean, you're welcome. Thank you.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All of the above.
All of the above.
It's okay.
That's a fair first question.
Mhm.
I get it a lot, like, in the DMs.
Mhm.
So, appropriate.
Okay. There we go.
Got it out of the way?
Got it out of the way. I just had to get it out of the way. I've had multiple people tell me I needed to ask that as the first question.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Like a, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Well, nicer.
Yeah. There you go. Oh my God. Well, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you so
We're
much.
so excited to be doing this mini-sode. Yeah. Say anything? I feel weird holding the mic because I'm like hogging it.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
I actually do have something.
Okay.
I have a present for each of you.
We know nothing about this.
No, it's absolutely
Totally
nothing
not.
about this. This
This
is a
is brand
total surprise, new information. So there's
Oh
one
my
for
gosh.
you. And one for you.
Oh my goodness.
So
Oh my-
cute.
Okay, that's so adorable. I haven't seen that yet. Hold
So
on.
it's the classic Rom Trom tote. The Trader Joe's brand.
When I saw it, I thought it was a Trader Joe's.
Yes, and so it's got like the nice little like nods to the books, but
Cute.
Wait, this is so much harder than I thought it was going to be. For our listeners only, there is the most adorable tote bag, and we just got the most adorable cup that says Tipsy.
because you both sent me a cup that I loved that said like Reader's Tears for in like the perfect martini glass. And so I thought I could only return the favor to
Oh
get you
my
each a tipsy cup.
You're so sweet.
Thanks.
I love these. Of course.
We had to get some champagne.
Fantastic.
Oh, you are ripping right into it.
I mean,
Oh, that's cute.
Okay.
Oh,
We are going
I love
right in.
that. Cute.
cute.
Because, you know,
Mine's over here.
since the fact that you both love crying on the internet, I thought you both deserved crying over fictional
You know
characters.
what? Fuck you. First of all, I never wanted to cry on the internet. This was not my plan.
Yeah, fair. But you get merch out of it though, so maybe in some way it checks out.
It's a trade-off. Fair
It's a
trade-off.
trade-off.
I don't know.
Is this our first PR situation or whatever?
We'll call it PR.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I like.
Well, I like gift better than PR.
Yeah, it is a gift.
Yeah.
It's absolutely a gift.
After I said that, I was like, wait a minute.
No, it's absolutely a gift.
You were so fast with that.
She
You
ripped
know,
open.
I felt like if we're going to fucking talk about this book, we're going to talk about this book,
I mean, we're going to talk about the
bitches.
book with alcohol, apparently.
Yeah, you want one?
And yeah, absolutely. And it felt like there was nothing more appropriate.
I just sent it.
She twisted it in the.
Good golly.
I was
Now-
ready. I don't know.
Now, if you were Will, we take the Sharpie and write a little thing on it, and then leave it,
yeah,
somewhere
it's
behind.
very
But
cute.
you're like, yeah, I know. I don't want to talk about it. Oh,
We're going again?
the aggression with which you keep opening these is phenomenal. Cheers. Cheers.
That's so cute. So I hoped you grabbed your champagne and are drinking along with us.
Should I ask what you guys are celebrating today?
Which thing?
Being done with this book. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, celebrating today.
Sure.
At the bookstore that we're at, we had a beautiful romance event that our lovely Diana Elliot Graham was a part of. And it was big and it was beautiful. So that's what I'm celebrating.
Oh, what am I celebrating?
You were a badass party planner today, or event planner, excuse me.
Yeah, I worked a funeral today, and it was for a dead mom.
There were so many ways. I thought that could go, and it wasn't that. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Dude, you didn't tell me that.
I texted you. This is a weird funeral.
I didn't read that.
That's
Was
fair.
it today?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I wasn't on
Okay.
any phone. I am so sorry.
No,
Well-
that's fine.
Cool.
How do we so what are you celebrating?
I mean, technically, it was a celebration of life.
Yes,
so
and that's-
it was a celebration.
No, that's lovely. I'm unsure how to follow that up. I'm really excited to be here with you guys and, actually do this in person.
I know.
So I'll celebrate that, but your tough act to follow there.
Yeah, that was intense.
That was intense.
All right.
Okay.
Honestly though, pretty on brand for us. So
Yeah.
it makes sense. Totally makes sense. We do have some fun questions for you.
Okay.
And Jessica has them pulled up on her phone. Not that one.
It wasn't anything bad.
No, it was a screenshot of another audiobook. So
Okay, first off, which scene was the hardest to write? Which scene made you evil laugh?
Huh. Evil laugh. I think they're actually probably the same, and it's the wedding, because the way
We both
you both were taken
we had to
aback.
just take a breath.
No, it's the hardest to write because, you both are part of this club. If you read the acknowledgments, for me, my grandmother was such a big part of my life. She's my pen name in part, and so I think a lot about all the parts of my life she won't be here for, and for me that was a big thing, and so that was very, very hard to write. But at the same time, the evil laugh part is that I knew there would be a lot of people who did not know what was really going on until they got there. And that seems to be true. And so it was one of those moments where I'm like, have I pulled this off? And I think I have.
You did.
You're like,
You did.
mhm. And I thought I did at the time. And so it was one of those moments where I'm like, this is the evil laugh of it all. And I was really proud of how I framed it up. But it was very difficult to write.
Yeah.
So 2 for 1.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Had you gotten to that part? Had you known prior to that what had happened?
I was saying this before. I wish I took better notes when I was reading it for the first time, because I reread it when we did it for the podcast, and so I don't quite remember. I don't think I want to say no.
Yeah.
I want to say it wasn't until the video happened that I was like,
What the fuck? Yeah.
I do remember being confused and suspicious about the names.
Yeah.
And then when that happened, I just bawled. And then I think I
Yep,
messaged
you
you
did.
and you were like, I think I need to do a checkup, a
Yeah.
wellness checkup on you.
Do I health check? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
You're like, I don't want to relive it.
I don't know. But that is such a good scene. And also, I feel like I can hold it, I
Please.
guess, since I'm talking. Yeah, that's totally fine. I guess. Also, so sorry, squirrel, but this is real glass on here on
That's
the
real
thing.
glass,
I
yeah.
thought it was puffy paint, and
no,
I'm so
I
excited.
didn't make these.
Yeah, but it's real.
I saw these at it's a plug for Anthropology, I guess, but I was at Anthropology and I saw these. I was like, well, we were like, we have to buy these for them. I love that you're like, pause the podcast, we'll take a photo.
Amazing.
And
Amazing.
so we had to buy them.
I thought you wrote tipsy with
You
in
thought I
puffy
ma-
paint.
No, that's so kind of you to think that I did that. I did buy the champagne bottles with the intention of like painting a little thing on it or something,
And
but then
just life happens.
yeah, life happened, so
That's fair.
that didn't
That's fair.
happen. But the
I love it. I love it
the
so
glasses I was so thrilled to find. I was like, they need these.
much. Yay. I love. Sorry. Anyways, back to my train.
Yeah, sure.
It's such an amazing scene. Choo choo. Such an amazing scene. I'm not sure when I figured it out, but one thing that just, I don't know, as part of like the Dead Parent Club, my mom knew my husband before we got married. And like, so that was such an amazing piece of like that part of it, you know, like not gonna cry, but like, I don't know, and not everybody gets that, and I got that, and that was really cool, and that was a really like cool piece of that book, and just her relationship with Ollie, Arden's relationship with Ollie, and that was really cool. Like my mom used to always tell me, "Oh, if you break up with Tyler, you're gonna have to get over it because I'm adopting him."
Casual.
So like,
it
was cool.
That's really special.
Well, fuck that, because I'm not married and my dad's dead, and also didn't get a graduation card. So it's okay. Though. We're good. We're good. It's good. We're in therapy. We've been in therapy.
I can't afford therapy.
You know, we're in this administration. Yeah, like
literally. You can say it on the podcast.
Yeah,
okay.
in this administration.
What was Raina talking about earlier? She said, "Be unhinged and liberal."
Oh, that's me every single day. We are
also unhinged in feminist rage, is what she said.
They already think we're unhinged for being liberal.
Yeah.
And they haven't seen the half of it.
Own it.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Did you answer a question? Did we answer your
I
question?
actually
Where are we?
Have I asked you guys questions?
I feel like
is this welcome to my podcast?
What was writing 6 Morning Kisses comparable to writing? Oh, sorry. My brain's dead right now. Was writing 6 Morning Kisses comparable to writing When We Were?
They were very different.
Mm-hmm.
When We Were was written without really knowing that it was going to be published, right? Like, I wrote it in pockets of time. Like, I wasn't sure that this was ever going to turn into anything more than kind of me writing and maybe publishing a book.
Yeah.
Definitely writing it, but, like, I had no idea. And so, in that regard, it had a lot less pressure. It didn't, if it never went anywhere, it didn't matter. If it went a little bit somewhere and, like, it just was, the pressure was so different. And then 6 Morning Kisses was always there. And when I finished When We Were, 6 Morning Kisses was starting to be written nearly immediately. Like, the end of 6 Morning Kisses was the first thing written right after When We Were, and it was done a couple weeks later. And it was because that was always the end of the story. And so writing that book felt different for many reasons. It felt different because it was obviously heavier in a different way. And there are so many parts of that that feel very much like me, or like that have parts of my husband in it, and like just like these little gems that are more of our life. And like same team is just this thing that like is like a mantra at home for us. And so like putting all that into story and then putting that in the world felt very, very different than kind of this other thing that I shoved out there and was like what, we'll see what happens. It was very different to write and more so to let free.
Yeah. That was good. How many drafts do you think you wrote of 6 Morning Kisses until you finished and like the final product was done?
Like full drafts?
Yeah. Or like how many?
So I don't know if this is, I don't know what this is supposed to mean. I write one draft all the way through. Like you get to one shitty first draft and like I don't go back at any point. It is like you just keep writing and plow through it, and like you can add more chapters, add notes, like whatever you want, but I never go back to start like revising any of it until I've like finished the whole first thing. And so like I wrote one full first draft, and then I read through and like refined and like did all of the, you talk a lot about the parallels, like those were things that I had to plan out and go back through and like align. It's like that's where those other drafts came through, was in that. So maybe 3, but I'm not sure.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
impressive.
I don't know. I don't know if that's how.
Yeah.
I don't know
No,
what that
that's
means.
fair.
Yeah, I don't know what that. I don't know
I
what that
don't
means.
know.
Like I don't. No, but where those drafts really come in is in like a lot of the parallels that I try to draw and like the structuring of it, and there are a lot of callbacks to those things, and that's like obviously intentional, but making sure those all play out the way I want them to.
Off of that,
Yeah.
did you have to go back to when we were back and forth to rewrite it, or was it all just from your miraculous brain?
Oh, miraculous is kind. You?
That was fantastic.
Okay. A lot of it is from my brain. So like there were some parts I had to go back to like really be sure of, like very specific details, but most of it I had known because the stories were always intertwined and like could have been written at the same time, and like they intersect at that one point very intentionally.
Yeah.
That when obviously Reed shows up to dinner at the end of When We Were, I had already known what her life was. I already knew what she had going on at home, and like something I've seen in like reviews, which you shouldn't be reading, but I do, is that like sometimes people get upset. They're like, it's emotional cheating, or like something like, what about her husband at home? And meanwhile, I'm like, well, her husband at home knew. And then I realized,
sent her on this.
I'm like, and he's
Nobody
like, he
knows
like
that.
sent her on this journey, and I was like, nobody knows that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's so true. That's so true. And he was like, "You gotta go.
He's like,
figure
"You
out
gotta
what the
go
fuck
get your
happened.
shit
Come on,
together."
I
Like,
need the tea."
Yeah, he's like, bring back the gossip. Like, what are you
Literally.
doing? Yeah. So like that's always obviously super interesting, but
Very cool. Yeah, I did not see this coming. When we finished When We Were like, what the? I was like, what is going on? At that point, we were like still rooting for Reed.
Yeah.
Because like, but
Well, you know.
and also like that college, it's just totally
Yeah.
different once you're later in your life and all of that. But also like,
We were also okay with it.
yeah.
We were like, this makes sense.
Yeah, I loved it. And then I was also like, I thought the baby died.
Yeah.
you guys, I lost my mind when you guys recorded the first podcast, and you're like, she dies, and I was like,
She does actually.
And I knew that was written at that point, and I was like, she
Shut
does
up.
die.
See, we're so good.
I
at
was
this.
like, I was like,
yeah,
she
we
died.
knew.
I'm
Yeah.
like, how do they know?
For all those people that were like,
You assume the
you see
worst.
the worst.
No,
blah, blah,
you were
blah.
right.
Right.
You catastrophized the right thing.
That's it.
You're absolutely correct.
When she finished it, I texted her and I was like, so we called
You were
it.
right. You
Called it.
at the time, especially because at the time that you read it, that had happened. So like, just people didn't know it yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's our evil laugh.
We knew she was
No.
dead.
Yeah, but I mean, it's interesting. Like, I think you go this whole book rooting for Reed, and then you get to 6 Morning Kisses, and you're suddenly like, wait, maybe he's not like supportive in the way that she needs. Like,
yeah.
you kind of just looking back at who you are when you're younger. It's much easier to say like that was romanticized for all these reasons, and it's
Yeah.
kind of poised in time like that. But then when you see her like actually post those things and what she needed from a partner, that wasn't it. That was never going to be it, and that's okay too,
Yeah.
right? Like, you know.
And going back to the same thing that I ended with when we read When We Were, it doesn't negate their love story
not
either.
at all.
And like Will even says that's part of
it.
part of what got them to where they are, and she probably wouldn't be the same person if it weren't for her relationship with Reed and all of that, and
Completely.
they would never maybe would have crossed paths.
For sure. I mean, like, I think you guys talked about it on the podcast. Like, he calls her out on her bullshit, and it's bullshit that like happened from college, and like she wouldn't have trusted him the same way if he wasn't able to recognize that, and she wouldn't have been who she was if that had not happened. And so
Yeah.
things play out the way they're meant to, and when you find people who like balance that or call it out, yeah, what kind of plays the way it's supposed to go.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh,
So some of
no.
these questions are from our Instagram thing that we put up, and so one of them says, "Did you think people would feel as much emotion as they have with 6 Morning Kisses?" Which I feel like is not. It's not a question from us, but I think it's perfect because we talked about emotion and how important that is for you.
Yeah.
And so if you wanna,
I think people feeling emotion when they read, for me, is like that's the mark of success. And so like I felt emotion writing this book, and I made this joke to you earlier. Like, I wrote When We Were, and I was like, what a cute college
yeah,
love story. Like, what a
Yeah.
what a nice college like dual timeline story. And I knew that wasn't true in 6 Morning Kisses. And so, but at the same time, it's very important that people feel like authentic emotion around it. And it's not just like meant to be like trauma porn.
Yeah.
And so, like, we joke about rom-com, but I think there's value in it and, like, constructing the right, like, controlled release of things or uncontrolled in some cases, I guess. Like, I don't know. And so I did believe people would have a lot of emotion to it, especially because they had a lot of emotion to the book. I found less, like, emotional.
Yeah.
But I think it all just depends on really where you are and, like, what's going on.
That's
so
like true.
If you're in the middle of a breakup that you're confused about, like, When We Were is going to hit you. If you're in a place of regret, like, that'll hit you hard.
And when you're living that, it feels so big,
and it feels so big. And, like, but if you've ever experienced grief in any form, this, like, all-consuming thing, like, that hits you so differently in a way that you can recall it and you're just, like, brought back. And so I had a sense that would happen, and it was intentional. But, like, meant to be, like I said, it wasn't meant to just be like, here are some tears, like, here, like, let me ruin your day. But it was meant to kind of, like, help frame this idea of, like, happy, full lives regardless of their conclusion.
Yeah, that's so fair. And also to the point of just depending on where you're at and the emotions that you feel. Like, when my mom died, one of my dad's friends said, like, oh, I was with someone for a long time and they left me. Yeah. And, like, comparing it to his wife of 25 years dying. And to him, that really was a big fucking deal.
It was the same.
You know?
Meanwhile, you're like, excuse me. You're like, hang on.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
But, like, in his mind, he probably really did think it was comparable, you know? Because that was what he had felt.
People in life in general, I mean, particularly nowadays, well, maybe less nowadays, people are so desperate to find that shared connection to someone else. And when you can do that for the thing that, like, hurts you most, it's almost like this different level of, like, camaraderie, like, human connection. Like, so, yeah, but I would have lost it. Like, you're like,
no, I had people tell me, oh, my dog died. I get it, you know.
Yeah.
So you are not a full-time writer, correct?
I'm not a full-time writer.
So with that, do you feel fulfilled by both your writing and your work? And how do you balance the two?
I don't balance anything in my life.
That's fair.
Balance is kind of bullshit. I'll be really honest. It doesn't exist. Like, it is always disproportional. It ebbs and flows as you need it to. Like, you're never going to be, like, equally balanced in the way you want to. And the sooner you kind of lean into that, the better you feel about it. At least for me. I'm not going to tell you what to, but, like, that's how I feel.
That's true.
I'm like,
that's true.
You know,
Parenthood has showed me that.
Like, it just
fucking winging
you just
it.
never feel like this idea of, like, it's all balanced and everything's, like, nothing's ever in line. I get very fulfilled differently, right? Like, this is an entirely different part of my brain that operates. It is a deeper level of connection to people that I have, and, you know, my day-to-day job has now discovered that I write books, because that secret is out. That has happened recently. So that's super interesting for me. But I get joy from both of them, and I'm lucky enough to be able to do both of them in a way that, like, people want me to do both of them, right? And what I'm grateful for is that it means that neither has more pressure. Yeah. Like, I get to do this in a way that is a little bit more relaxed because I have this other thing, and, like, I get to turn off my brain there and not worry about, like, how am I gonna pour emotion or creativity into something because I have this other thing, and it's a nice balance that doesn't exist.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
I do have to say, I think it's very important for us to say that we love you and we not hate you.
We do love you.
Oh, you mean and you didn't hate the book after the last podcast?
We didn't hate the book, and we love the book.
I'm glad.
And we're so appreciative of you.
Oh, thanks.
And your writing.
And your gifts.
And your
alcohol specifically.
Yeah.
You know the way to our hearts. I mean, a hat, a gift, and, like, incredible writing.
That's so nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
No, I adore you both. Like, the gift emotions people, like, the emotions people put out there is the greatest gift, and it's so generous, and, like, watching you guys, like, sob for an hour was incredible.
That's out there on the internet.
It's out there on the internet forever. The internet never goes away. But No, I appreciate you both so much. I'm glad we could actually do this like in
Yes,
person.
I know. So much better than over a camera. So, do we want to talk about what kept us up, what kept us home?
Absolutely.
Do you want to go first, or do you want us to go?
I think you guys should go first.
Okay, what kept me up was obviously this romance event because it had a lot more planning than I thought it was gonna. So that's what kept me up. And then what kept me home, I am building a photo studio. And so we have been in just the depths of that. And tomorrow, my lovely best friend is coming over and we're finishing painting it.
Nice.
And it's coming along. And so that's kind of what has kept me home because it's been a lot of work, even though I've paid for someone to do the majority of it. But
Sure.
you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I worked a funeral today, but we've already talked about that.
We
So
did.
moving on. And I don't know what would this, I guess it kept me up. I started a bookstagram for my baby. So it's all about like all the fun board
Amazing.
books, and I'm just like finding the most liberal baby board books that I can find. And like
love
I
that.
think it's so important. Like everyone's like, oh, they're just a baby. Like they don't like everything that we say and do matters. From like their brains are sponges right now. So I have absolutely been loving just finding the best books at the library and all the things and just delving into them. And I've always wanted to start a bookstagram, but I don't read a lot right now other than board. And
Yeah.
you're the one that said it like a year ago, like, oh, you're gonna hit your reading goal this year. It's just gonna look a lot different.
Yeah.
You were like, you're gonna read.
You're
I
gonna
think
read.
You're the one that
you might read
mentioned that.
Dr. Seuss
And I was
100
like,
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I'll read 100 books at
Yeah.
least.
You.
So I read like, yeah.
He
Yeah.
loves reading.
That's
He does,
wonderful.
He does. So yeah, that's fun. I just did that like the other day, and I've been like
Amazing.
loving it.
I love that.
Baby bookstagram.
Yeah. Sounds great. Okay, so what kept me home is I am moving. So like I am home and we are packing and we are preparing a cross-country move. So that's definitely keeping me home. And what's keeping me up is my next book.
Stop it.
What? I'm sorry. This is news.
So, well, I mean, I have been following your TikTok, so I've seen the little
But officially,
spritz.
Yeah.
So thank you.
So-
Tell us all about it.
No, I can't. I can't tell you anything else about it. That's the end of
it?
That's the full stop. End of the sentence. But
rude.
I know. Well,
Really
that's
fucking rude.
no, that's the brand. I mean, I
Really
think
fucking rude.
there are
Yeah, quote.
people ask me a lot, like, is everything you write going to be in the same universe? And for me, like, I think everything exists in one universe anyway. And so the next book will be as well.
Yay!
Oh my
okay.
God.
Stunning. Can't wait.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
Well, you're going to
You know
have to.
what?
at this rate, we're doing, like, you know.
I can't.
But, yeah.
Just kidding.
Gosh. Well, we will buy that immediately as pre-sale goes on. We cannot wait. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming on.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you for being here and just sharing your talent with us. We love you so much.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I don't know what to do with all that. Like, thank you so much.
Cheers.
Back.
Take it.
Cheers. Cheers.
Stay tipsy.
Stay tipsy.
No, but I know the most.
And wait, should we do like a blurb?
Sam, yeah, come on. You got 1 minute.
Sam. Sam.
Hi. Look at my glasses.
Your glasses.